Now to those two scary flight disruptions. A Delta flight forced to return to Seattle after a passenger attacked a flight attendant, and a passenger making threats on a flight to Cuba. ABC's aviation correspondent David Curley has that story from Reagan National Airport. Good morning, David.
Morning, George. A very long night for these two groups of passengers, and that incident you mentioned that ended in Seattle became quite violent on board.
Overnight, Beijing-bound passengers found themselves back in Seattle after trouble on board, telling Cairo TV.
And we could see the scuffling going on. One of the flight attendants ran back and said there was a code 3. There was a serious fight up front.
Just 45 minutes into the flight, one of the 207 passengers on board the Delta jet was walking back and forth to the bathroom in first class and then toward the exit door. Passengers also saying that a flight attendant tried to stop the 23-year-old man and was punched. Passengers stepping in to subdue the man.
They broke 2 bottles of wine on his head. We tried to choke him, and he just threw me off like a rag doll.
Approaching Delta 129 with emergency. We're coming back again.
That man taken into custody. A flight attendant and passenger taken to the hospital with injuries that are not life-threatening. And at about the same time, a Canadian airliner with its own incident and an escort.
You got a set of 2 F-15.
The U.S. F-15s escorting the Cuban-bound jet back to Montreal after a passenger was making threats which have not been revealed. He, too, taken into custody upon landing.
Now, in the Seattle incident, that man will be in court later today. Amy, the good news is both sets of passengers now on their way to their final destinations.
That is good news indeed, David. Thanks so much.